The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a pickup. First down on their first offensive play. That's good for a Cowboy. First and 10 at the 36-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The Cowboys had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Bengals, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Pollard going to try the right side. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Play action. Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on third down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Up the middle. Here's Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 20, 10, 5, and nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
Mixon fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Mixon again, and he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott backs it forward. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd and 10 now, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
11 Thomas.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. They'll give it to Mixon. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. 11, 11, 11, 11.
P-Ride is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
3rd and goal, Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Gonna run again here with Pollard. And he's got room. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 26. 53 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect it. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And some room to maneuver. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Burrow will throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals 35. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. First down, Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Brandon Wilson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
11.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
11.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there caught by Gallup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Prescott looks to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25. A touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
11 coming. 11 empty paint. 11 empty paint.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
11 empty.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on third and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Second and 5 now. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
A very nice job right there, working the middle of the field, able to create some separation and then utilize it to not just make the catch, but turn upfield once he got the ball in his hands.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Von Bell up to make the tackle. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
When we say the sky's the limit for C.D. Lamb coming into his third season, it's not hyperbole. 1,102 yards in his first Pro Bowl nod last season. He's now the unquestioned WR1 for Dallas following the Amari Cooper deal. They get it to him there for a first down.
Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. Here's Prescott. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And down to the 41.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Second down and 8.
Here we go, 46.
Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I I guess I need to clarify. I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Sam Hubbard that time coming through defensively with reckless abandon. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Pollard again. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. DJ Reader picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And, of course, that's not an easy man to sack. You know how elusive he can be, trying to get outside of the pocket. That was a great play on the defensive side.
And I wonder what was going through his mind, because he didn't seem as committed to using his legs to pick up yardage. He wanted to keep that play alive, so either take off and go or throw it away. But he held on to the football and ended up getting sacked. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And the Cowboys are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Man open downfield is Gallup. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 57 yards.
And the Cowboys use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
From his end zone, Wilson.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The 40. Brandon Wilson. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Bengals.
They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
Well,
partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And some room to work. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. First down, and it's Pollard again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Now Dak. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there at 22.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Now Elliott. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the 2 now, second and goal. Now here's Pollard. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
For the lead, here's third and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. They'll run forward with Pollard. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. To throw, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.